Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, and I'm coming to you now from my new home office. You hear an echo, echo, echo. Anyway, I still got a lot of stuff I got to put up. Just moved to a new house, and I've got an area rug that is, it looks like a satellite image of a hurricane, I kid you not. Actually, more of a mid-latitude extratropical cyclone. But, you know, who cares? What's the difference? Anyway, we're going to, I still got a lot of work to do in my new office, and that's what I've been really doing a lot of stuff on. Now, let's talk about this. It was just incredible. I'm recording this Friday, October the 16th at 4:10 in the afternoon. It was nothing short of astounding to see the temperature in Little Rock get up to 98 degrees on Thursday, hottest temperature we've ever seen in October. Then temperatures 20 to 30 degrees cooler today on Friday, and the weekend looks great. Now, weather-wise, but we need rain. And in Arkansas, you know, you have to be careful with what you ask for, because when you want rain, sometimes it comes in a little too much. You get more than what you bargained for. And these things have a tendency to snap the other direction hard. You don't get, something in between here in Arkansas. You know what I say always, you never say never to Arkansas weather. I pulled this morning during daybreak, I yanked the chance for any rain out of the forecast for next week. However, there appears to, there is a system towards the west, but it looks like it's not going to be able to come through until we get some sort of tropical feature out of the way. Now, I have doubts that this tropical feature is going to affect Arkansas. However, the GFS and the European both show that that is indeed a possibility. But I'm going to show you why I have my doubts about that. First of all, you're looking at the GFS. You see high pressure. This is valid this evening, Friday evening. High pressure and got northeasterly winds. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. I think northern Arkansas, those higher elevations in northern Arkansas are the valley locations, rather near the Missouri border in northeastern Arkansas, patchy frost. Highs in the 60s this weekend, maybe some lower 70s. Now, notice this area of high pressure here. It starts to drift away. This is Sunday morning. Still in charge of our weather, but starts to drift away. And as soon as that happens, you start to get a return flow. And this is, I'll just keep fast forwarding this. Let's go to Tuesday morning. There's Tuesday morning. The area of high pressure is off here, and you start to get a return flow. And temperatures not going back towards the 90s, but we will be warming up. Now, let's just jump ahead towards the end of next week. Here's Friday. There's a frontal boundary here. We're hoping that this frontal boundary would get caught up into Arkansas, and some moisture would help come up from the tropics and then train along that and up our rain chances. However, this is delayed, and look what the GFS is doing, bringing in this tropical system, this feature. Whether or not it develops into a storm or a hurricane, right now we just don't know. But there does appear to be something that the models are trying to catch on to developing in the Gulf of Mexico. And this pulls it through South Texas, and this is Sunday the 25th. Sorry about that. And whenever you're on the east side of it, that's when you got to watch out for. This is the area of low pressure weekend, but still a lot of moisture on the east side of that low. And again, it all depends on where that tracks. And even if it develops, frontal boundary still hung up towards our north. So that's the GFS. Here is the European. You see that area of high pressure. This is this weekend, Saturday morning, great weather. Let's jump out to 174 hours. This is on Friday morning. And look what the European is doing. And I tend to agree more with what the European is doing, but not completely. And I'll tell you why. It brings it up towards the Louisiana coast. Front still, this is acting like a speed bump in the atmosphere, and it's not going to allow this frontal boundary in here. But this comes up and brings rain to Arkansas right there through the 25th. And then into Monday on the 26th. And it brings it right through Arkansas. So both of them have this tropical feature. Does it track over here? Does it track over there? But I want to show you history. October. Once you get into October, it's very difficult, according to history, to get tropical features into Arkansas. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just difficult. And you see October tropical storms and depressions. I went back from 1970 to 2014. And you can see here all these tracks are mainly east of the state. That's usually because you start to get those westerlies coming in and pushing those systems out to sea. Now, again, these are tropical storms and depressions only from 1970 to 2014. There was one track, and I don't know what year that was. But let's jump ahead. Now, here are October hurricanes. I think this one right here, that's Opal. I think that's Opal right there. But there have been a couple. And, of course, they're not hurricanes by the time they get here. They're just remnants. But notice how most of them are out here. This is, again, data that I grabbed from our weather computer at Channel 7. So that's what I'm saying. History tells us the GFS is pulling this thing out here while the European is more over here. That's why I kind of more side with the European. Plus, it did a much better job with Joaquin. So just to summarize, what I'm thinking is, of course, the fire danger is going to stay extremely elevated. It's extreme all throughout the weekend and into next week. And the wind is it's gonna be a little breezy. Low humidity values right now in my place is 22%. That's better than 10% yesterday, but still off the charts low. So as we cruise through the weekend, looks great. Next week, warming trends, that high pressure slips away. And then if that tropical system affects us, it's not going to be until the end of next week and into the following weekend. If it makes a track further towards the east, that would bring us a better chance for wet weather, but I would bank on a little track further towards the east. The European has that track so that it still does bring brings rain to Arkansas. But again, this has not even developed yet. And that's it. Gotta answer the phone. Thanks for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.